The very first time that my family walked into our now home church, it was stressful. My kids are shy and new places make them anxious. And the moment that we stepped through the doors, I could feel their little hands squeeze mine tighter. I had that quick moment of parental panic. Would they be okay? Would they feel safe? And even, was this going to be an utter disaster? But then something happened. When we reached the kids check-in, a volunteer didn't just hand us a sticker and point us to the door. No, instead they walked with us. They gave us a tour. They noticed that Zach and Elizabeth were nervous and they reassured them. And that changed everything. So instead of feeling like outsiders trying to figure all these things out, we felt seen. We felt like guests, not strangers. And that moment, it really stuck with me because it was more than a warm welcome. It was intentional hospitality. And because of that, we came back the next week and the next and the next. And I've seen firsthand how hospitality can make or break someone's church experience. But too often, churches seem to miss the mark. Not because they don't care, but because they leave guests in the dark. Think about what happens when a guest walks into a new church and no one engages them. They're left wondering, where do I go? Can I bring my coffee into the sanctuary? The uncertainty builds. And instead of focusing on worship, they're stuck feeling awkward and out of place. And then what happens? They don't come back. Not because they didn't like the sermon, not because the music was too loud, but because they felt lost. And that's why hospitality can't be an afterthought. It has to be an obsession. Think about this. Have you ever had a surprise visitor show up at your house? They knock on the door and suddenly you're scrambling. There's dirty dishes in the sink, the couch is covered in laundry. You weren't prepared. Now think about how different it feels when you're expecting a guest. You tidy up, you set out snacks, you're ready for them. That's the difference between a visitor and a guest. Churches that welcome visitors are reactive. They do their best in the moment, but there's no system, no preparation, and people feel that. And churches who welcome guests, they're intentional. They prepare, they communicate, they set the table before people arrive. It's easy to make a great first impression once, but it's harder to do it every single week. But consistency is what turns a friendly church into a welcoming church. It's what keeps people coming back. The churches that are growing, they're the ones that make hospitality a culture, not a task. Every Sunday, every guest, every single moment matters. And that means having a team that engages, not just greets, volunteers who don't just say hello, but they walk people to where they need to go. It means follow-up that feels personal. A text message, an email, a coffee invite, something that says, hey, we noticed you and we want you here. It means giving guests clear next steps. New people don't know the flow of your church, so tell them what to do next. Make it easy for them to get plugged in. It also means focusing on small gestures that feel big, a welcome gift, a handwritten note, things that make someone feel valued before they ever even hear a sermon. But most importantly, doing it every single Sunday. Because hospitality is not something you do once and you check it off the list. It's a rhythm, it's a habit, and it's a commitment. Because for someone walking through the doors for the very first time, how they feel in those first few minutes will determine if they ever come back. So if you're leading your church's hospitality team, start the conversation now. Are we reacting to visitors or are we preparing for guests? Where are the gaps in our experience? What's one small change we can make this Sunday to be more intentional? Because at the end of the day, people forget the sermon before they forget how they felt when they walked through your doors. So my challenge to you is to make every guest feel known, noticed, and loved. And then you won't just see new faces on Sunday, you'll see them again next week, and the week after that, and the week after that. Because when people feel at home, they come back. If you're looking for a structured way to train your hospitality team and to build a culture of connection, check out First Impressions Academy at firstimpressions.church. This program offers expert-led courses and resources to help your church create meaningful, lasting guest experiences every Sunday.